What's up, Tsla family? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to give you guys a very quick update about the markets. Looking at Tesla, we're breaking out nicely so far, but we have to watch a key resistance as time goes on. Just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. So as far as Tesla's going, the 4 hour is looking quite bullish. We have this resistance right here at this 355 area. If we break this, we could be looking for an attempt to get back up towards this 362.5 area next. We look pretty strong right now. I want to see if Tesla could also hold above this 344 area. That would be a very good sign if we hold above that as support. But overall, we're looking very good, very strong so far. When you zoom out, you could also see that this resembles a cup and handle like patterns. This is like a giant cup. This is like a handle that's been developing, and Tesla's looking bullish so far. Now, as long as we're above our EMAs, as long as 340 holds, we could see this continue to uptrend, trying to get back up towards these highs around the 370s. And overall, we're looking quite good so far. So there's lots of optimism with the robotaxi launch. It's looking very fantastic for Tesla. Lots of good news is coming out for Tesla. So we're doing great. And so far, this is completely outperforming the market. In fact, this is leading the market higher. And we're going to see how well we hold above these levels. Also, when you look at the levels, so we basically have this 350 area as our first support, followed by 348 and 344. I want to see Tesla hold at least 344 by close. As long as you hold that, we're basically looking bullish and favoring the 360s very soon. Tesla's looking very strong, very great so far, and it's favoring upside. For SPY, now this is very interesting because we started off with this big pullback after we got the war news, but instead of continuing to fall, the market's bouncing. I said as long as SPY is above 595, now we're back to bullish. If we lose 592.5, we're bearish. And so far, we're testing resistance at our key EMAs around that like 597.4 area to about 598 in that range. If we break out of 598, I'm looking for an attempt for 600. We look a bit more bullish now, as long as we don't lose 595. On the QQQ, we're looking bullish as long as we don't end up losing 593. Sorry, not 593, 523. That's what I meant to say. Sorry about that. 523. As long as we're above that, we're looking a bit more bullish. I want to see us hold 529 as well right now. If that holds, we're looking for an attempt for 533. We're still looking bullish on the triple Q, and it's doing a fantastic job at holding up. Let's see if 528 and 523 hold. We're still looking bullish as long as we're above those levels. The IWM is trying to bounce here. I need to see this break 212 to turn bullish or lose 207.5 to be bearish. We've been stuck in the middle, but I want to see if we could break higher if this ends up breaking. So it looks pretty good right now. We're just range bound here, but there is still some upside potential. For ES, we're also range bound here. If we end up losing 6,000, we're looking for a dump back down to about 59.55. As long as we're above 6,035, we're favoring upside for essentially 6,080. So I think this is looking a bit more bullish, and we're favoring 6,080 to 6,100 as our potential targets. For NQ, we're looking a bit more bullish, as long as we don't end up losing 21,800. We're looking for 22,000 resistance. We have to see if we break this to push for 22,200. So look for 22,000 as a tough resistance on NQ. I would like to see us break past this to continue to push higher for 22,200. There is upside potential as long as we break that, so watch resistance. On Bitcoin, we have 102,263 as resistance. We got to break this to continue. If not, we could turn back down, but still looking great. Once again, Tesla's looking awesome. Nice accumulation. Like I said before, as long as we're above 350, we are favoring a test of 355 and 362. Tesla's looking bullish. Great job by Tesla at holding up. Nice run after this robotaxi event. It ended up not being our buy the rumor, sell the news event. Instead, we're still looking very bullish. Nvidia is bouncing. We start off with this dump to about 142. I said we have to lose that to be bearish, but if we bounce off that, we're looking for an attempt for a retest of 144. If we break the 144s, I see us retesting the highs up here. This has upside potential, so keep that in mind. For Apple, as long as we don't lose 198.7, we're favoring upside for 202. If we break that, we're looking for an attempt for 204, so it looks pretty good so far. AMD is looking bullish as long as we don't end up losing basically 126. We're favoring 132.5 as a target and eventually higher levels. For Coinbase, we're kind of flat right here. If we lose 300, we're bearish. If we break 310, we're more bullish. We're in the middle consolidating, so it's still range bound unless we end up losing 300. Amazon's looking bullish. As long as we don't lose 208, we're favoring 212. Meta is looking more bullish. We're favoring 691 as our target. If that breaks, we're looking for 700. Google started off with a big dip. It's bouncing. It could be retesting 170. We're going to see if it breaks that or not, but I do see a test coming. Microsoft needs to get back above 477 to really bounce. Otherwise, it's still range bound. So keep that in mind. The VIX is rejecting. Will the VIX end up losing 19.5 to dump more? Does it bounce? It's still technically range bound. And the market's still holding up well. But Tesla, of all things, is very bullish. It's up almost 10%. Going to be looking for 355 and eventually 362 as our potential targets. Tesla's looking fantastic. Very, very great pump. So be careful as we get close to resistance. But like I said before, it's looking bullish in terms of the much larger trend. And I think we're doing a great job. Thank you for listening and peace out.